What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about the easiest theme team to create at the launch of Madden 22. Now, obviously, you guys should already know in the next 3 days, you're going to be able to get the EA Play 10 hours of Madden 22, the early edition. During that time, everything that you do can carry over. I've been getting a lot of separate questions because a lot of new people are looking to jump into MUT, and I understand that aspect. I was there at one point with you guys where I didn't know a lot of the information. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take your time with the way that you research stuff, right? So August 12th, you're going to be able to get 10 hours of EA Play. You get the game 3 days early with any of the methods of like the, the top tier MVP or the other edition that they have higher than that, the Dynasty edition. You'll get it 3 days early. The actual launch is the August 20th. All right, so what we're talking about right now is something that many of you guys have been leaving messages, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at GmiasWorld. What is going on with the theme team, Gmia? What are we doing? So what's going to happen is this, guys. What I figured out with you guys, because remember, we all do this together. We try to logically come up with the best possible way to go. Obviously, leaving 21, which is where we are right now, and jumping into a whole new level of Madden Ultimate Team, it's going to be pretty overwhelming. And a lot of you guys get really scared about that. Don't be scared about it. Just take your time. I always tell you guys, it's only as pressurized as you make it. Like if you, oh my God, I got to do this. You don't got to do that. Unless it's something like, when you got to play to get to collectibles once a week. So you have 7 days to play one challenge to get a collectible, get a free card. Like that's the only time that it's like really time restraining. And maybe the daily objectives where you got to, play 2 games, win it, and open a pack from the store or whatever. But we'll go over all of that. It shouldn't be that big of a deal for the MUT veterans, but for my new guys, we're going to make sure we walk you through it as well. So, pretty much as far as Madden 22 and the theme teams, what we're going to be taking a look at is the fact that the Niners are going to have a lot of cards at launch, and also the Washington football team is going to be pretty sick defensively. So the top theme teams that I'm thinking right now, Niners offense, Washington football team defense. Okay, so why would I think that? What makes it where I'm going to separate it like that, where I would go 25 Niners, 25 Washington football theme team? All right, so look, this is the biggest part about it, right? They're going to be adjusting away a lot, the way a lot of these things work. So let me go ahead and show you what it was as of Madden 21, right? This is what you got. So you were able to get that speed. You were able to get a lot of different attributes, the acceleration, based off the fact of a theme team, okay? EA Sports has doubled down even more with theme teams and have made them a little bit more relevant, and their use has like skyrocketed. So for the most part, with 21, even on the current gen, before you even got to next gen, obviously right now we're on next gen, but even before we take a look at that, a lot of people were playing with the whole aspect of having a theme team because John Madden coach was useless this year. Absolutely useless. Now, we don't know what's going to happen with him in the near future, but you can see right here with John Madden coach, there's nothing going on. We just use them as team visuals. We don't have him with team strategy. We didn't use him like that because he was useless. Usually he added a lot to our team as far as like the speed, acceleration, defensively, a lot of stuff. They took that away to focus on theme teams, which is why we were technically forced, if we wanted the speed, if we wanted certain attributes, to go theme team. So what I'm thinking right now, and what many of you guys agree with me with, the Niners with Randy Moss, right? You're going to have Randy. They probably have a Jerry Rice. You're going to have Ayuk. There's a lot of players that are going to be available when the game drops, where you'll be able to say, you know what, I can go Niners offense, get a lot of that speed. George Kittle's going to be pretty fast. I don't know what they're doing with Uncle Vern as far as that's going to be. But George Kittle has a decent card. You boost his speed up a little bit. And then you mix and match a lot of the other offensive players. Another question that I get asked a lot, Gmia, how are you going to get 25 players on both sides of the field? How does that work? Pretty much what's going to happen is your team captain at the launch of Madden 22, he's going to get 3 team chemistry buckets. What does that mean? That pretty much means that right now, it took us a whole year to get 7 of these buckets. You're starting off with 3, right? So you're going to have 3 with 1 card, because that's the difficult part that a lot of you guys have issues with. How am I getting the theme team up? That's how you do it. You find cards, whether it's some type of affinity, like a team diamond. If the team diamond is available at launch, that's going to add ×3. So for instance, Justin Smith at launch was a ×3 guy. So he got ×3. This guy got that. I believe George Kittle got 2. you have to find the players. Well, not you. I'll find the players based on the theme team that I'm creating. And a lot of you guys want me to create different theme teams just to go over stuff. So we'll try to get that done as well, to kind of give you guys insight into it. This is pretty much what you're going to be doing with me at the launch of Madden 22. And this is what's going to make it easier. So we're going to find the players that get the boosted team chemistries, and now it becomes simplistic because now it's all math. I just showed you, like right now with this, a team diamond is 3. You're going to get 3 buckets in the team captain. So that's already 6. Then you got the Mutt Master who's going to get any team's chem. That's 7. So you're already at 7. Now you're looking at 18. As you start to go through it, you start mixing, matching a couple gold cards, you know, a couple silvers if you have to as a backup. And then now you're up and running. So now let's get back to the reasoning behind why I would choose the Washington football team, you know, as a team to start off with defensively with 25. Their defense is ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. Chase Young, you know, Montez Sweat, you know, I know Dion was there. Hold on, was Dion there? You know, Dion played there. There's a lot of names and a lot of things I can go over, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put together different lists, and I'll just go over it, you know, once the game is launched, and make it a little bit easier for you guys to get through it, so that way you can walk through it and just not have to worry. So that way you're watching the video while you're doing it. You know, you can put it on your phone or something, and then you'll actually do it on your console while you're watching the video. With the way that this game works, all right, this is going to be very, very, very important, just so that you guys understand. Once you go this route, once you do this, right, and you decide to put together a theme team early, everything is going to be very, very important how you work it, all right? This is going to be something that is extremely important. If you choose to go another way, that's going to be on you. I'm going to show you what is necessary for you to be successful, all right? This is something that you really need to take a look at and analyze and understand before you step foot into Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Are you ready to go ahead and dedicate yourself to a specific team based on the attributes that that team is giving you? So if you choose not to go Niners, like I'm hearing Browns, Gmias, Brown's gonna be sick. If you choose to go Browns, you gotta live and die by that, because you're going to lose a lot of MUT currency. If you start early in the game, trying to mix and match is not a good thing. You go all in on one aspect and you stay there for a little bit. Because what's gonna happen is the cards that you get for whatever theme team you have, that value is going to raise. So yeah, you'll be able to sell it for a little bit more, certain cards, but you're gonna lose with the EA tax. And that's something that I had to really explain to a lot of people, you know, getting into MUT. You gotta pay that 10% tax. And then early on, every single penny counts. Right now, I'm just chilling. It's the end of the year. It's cool with Madden 21. At launch, it's not like this. So you need to focus on that now and just try to decide it. So what I'm asking you guys to do for me is this, right? I'm gonna need you guys to list what your theme team is, okay? Then list a couple players that you're gonna have on the team that's gonna make that benefit worth it for you. Because if you don't have, like say you go Raiders, right? Darren Waller better be a key piece. 6'6", running around like a psychopath, and has the speed. He's gonna moss dudes into oblivion. That makes sense. Remember, golden tickets are not available at launch, so I won't have a Calvin Johnson tight end. We won't have an out of position card until December, when they start doing the out of position, you know, cards for Christmas or whatever they do. So you need to start to evaluate that, okay? This is something to really try to analyze and understand. What do you want to do? If you go Browns, okay, you got Nick Chubb in my pants. Who else do you have? Like I guess you got a decent corner. You got Denzel Ward. You got Del Pitt. You got some key guys, but are those guys enough for you to invest heavily into that? That's what you guys need to understand. That is very, very important, and that's something that you guys really need to get that in your brain right now. If I go this route, I'm spending these coins and I'm staying solid. Me, you know I'm the raid selling king, but I'm very, very careful at the beginning of the year who I raid sell. So I'll tolerate just a little bit more than I usually do once we get up and running. So I'm gonna go Niners and Washington football team. That's my first thought. As everything starts to get released and we see more of the actual cards with the benefits of the ×2 and the ×3 teams chemistry, then we strike. Then we go after whatever makes the most sense. But we have to be totally dominant with the way that everything is. We have to be totally dominant. Because Whatever we choose to do early on in Madden, that's going to really determine the kind of win-loss ratio that we currently have. And just so you guys understand, I've been playing Next Gen since the end of June. I'll give you a quick look of what the record looks like where we are right now. So pretty much I understand the way the game is, and I'm going to help you to be at that level. So right now we're 187-31, 13 Super Bowls, 9-game streak. So we understand the way the game is. And Madden 22 is going to play pretty much the same way as this game, next gen wise. Not current gen, next gen. So the slow movement and a lot of what goes on with the game is going to still be there. What theme team will you create to make that matter the most? Let me know. Let's talk about it. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.